Hello world, it's JWP, J Ward Primo Beats coming to you live from my bedroom. Check me out on YouTube, JWP Tube. Check me out on Twitch, JWP Stream. Check me out on Facebook, JWP Meta. And check me out on Patreon, JWP Patreon. So I'm going to be doing some mixing of my old beats in FL Studio 10, specifically from an album I once entitled Instrumental 7. So I'm going to close that window and open FL Studio 10, and I want to get into a specific file. However, it was giving me a hard time opening the zip, so the zip didn't save properly. Not sure why. So we're going right back to the original, and yeah, I'll give that a quick listen. Go ahead and save that. Let's let that play. Not sure if it'll allow me to play as it's saving. And hopefully this time it saves its samples. It didn't look like it saved the samples. Yes. Okay. It shows that it does. Like it shows that it's zipping something, but whether or not that's the actual files, I don't know. So let's jump in there and see what it's saving. Oh crap, I saved the wrong title. Yeah, it's not saving anything. Not sure why. Okay, so I'm gonna delete that and save as. Now we're gonna add the 2023 extension to that. Suffix rather. And it doesn't save anything, like all this direct wave isn't going with it. Which is fine because I'm gonna have to pull out these samples anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and save these. I guess we'll get it playing. And I'm gonna throw that master chain on there. Okay. That's just some of the problems with the newer plugins. Bridging them in. These are all the same. Just drop this right in the same folder as the FLPs, delete it later. There's 1, 2, 3. It looks like those are the same bass drums. It looks like. Yeah. Just again, me duplicating things, probably for stereo effect. It's not even playing out. Just gonna disconnect that. Call it BDX. It's 106B1. Second number 1. 3. Bass drum. 4. Bass drum, snare drum, hi-hat, cymbal. I'm gonna check my microphone. Mic check. And my chat isn't on. So I gotta get Twitch running on my phone here. Alright. So now I want what? 106BD1. pack was this from? 104 to 110. And 106 to 81. That can come right here. Let's go on channel or insert 1. Okay, so now we need 4. Not sure why that's being consistently held down. 106 SD1. It looks like I got more than one hi-hat. How many? Look at this. 3, 4, 4. I'm going to copy the sampler a couple more times. 4. Actually have to get these lined up. Actually, that should be fine. It's the hi-hats I'm gonna have trouble with. Okay. You can tell which ones are firing by these ones on the side here. So it looks like 6 hi-hat 1 to 4. Here, 6, I had 1 to 4, so we'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then I got to line up their notation sort of thing. I'm streaming.
Hi, Grandma.
Yes. I could have came and got it. Xenia. I'm not sure how if that's how it's pronounced. Sup JWP, I'm making art and music right now. Cool, what you making art in or music in? Either. What you programs you're using? How's that going? Not even sure if you're still here. I was lining up trigger notes. So I'm gonna get this playing. F. Sharp. G. It's Zane. I'm cooking up some techno in FL and my plugin GUI on the side. And your plugin GUI on the side. I see. So you're making a plugin? What are you making it with? Okay, so that's done. Now I can just copy and paste everything across here and not have to worry about them bumping into each other. So it's 3, 3, 3, and 3. I can cut that one. So you're using synth edit, Zane? I'm using Rompler. Is this your song? This is an older beat. I've been restoring some of my older stuff. want to see Rompler. Build custom VST plugins in minutes. This groundbreaking software. Wow. I don't need an intro. No mailing lists. Build custom sample-based VSTs. No coding. Turn your WAV files into playable instruments. Awesome socks. GUI settings. Import background images. Select the color. Adjust width. Import knobs sliders. So what are you using for graphic design? UI kit. Wow, $5 for one knob? Bro. Seriously? Pricing plans. Starter Pro Business, right? $16.99. Start a plugin company. I guess you can't do that when you're on free phone consultation. VST export limitations. Man, that sounds like a ripoff, honestly. Like, I mean, as a a starter, it's good. I use Photoshop and knob edits, so I'm pivoting to SynthEdit after this plugin. SynthEdit's a whole nother monster. What's important here is like, how are your samples being stored? Are they being stored in one package, or are they just spread all over the place, like a bunch of waves hanging out everywhere? Looks cool though. Definitely looks cool. Knob edit. Multi-knob edit tool. Python. No, I don't think that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, that looks super complicated. I must be thinking something else. I used to use Knobman. I kind of still do. I do it for my artwork even. So Knobman's pretty much free. However, there has been an upgrade to it. I can't remember what it's called, like Knob Studio or something. It's apparently way faster. However, it still has like a 512 limitation, which is fine. Yeah, Knob Studio. So I will... Yeah, some people have a lot of problems with Rompler, but they're cool with me, and it's super easy. Yeah, I didn't mean... I can't see that. It looks like it's like some sort of funky... some sort of funky link. Knob Studio, Instagram, Mackie. Where's it from? I gotta look at SynthEdit stuff here. Get the link for you. I mean, it depends on how you feel. So Photoshop isn't really the way to go, in my opinion, but I mean, that's what you want to do. Knob. How the hell do you spell knob? Knob edit. Knob Studio? Knob Studio. Is that gonna give me anything? Yeah, there it is. Is this it? No. No, this is his doing his own independent stuff. There it is, I think. Stone Voices from Russia. Okay, I'll give you the front area of the page just so it doesn't look so shady. How does GUI work in SynthEdit? Knobman is the best thing I know right now, but is old. So here is this page. Of course, it's in Russian. Let's go English. Let's go applications. It doesn't seem like he's got Knob Studio happening here. Now, I don't want to just give you a direct link because it seems kind of shady. But it's something new he did, so I can understand why it's not on his front page. I'll just try Knob Studio 1.0. And that should give me something more relevant. iPlug, here we go. Couple pages now. Yeah, that's it there. So this is the one I remember seeing. Looks a little safer. And I got like a million windows open now. So I'm gonna jump on Twitch. I'm gonna go to my channel. Knob thing is the best I know right now, but it's old Knobman. Yeah. So the problem with Knobman is it's kind of chunky, like it's slow. Whereas this guy here, Knob Studio, it's faster. Everything renders faster. Whereas you're not waiting. Sometimes I'd be waiting for things just to load. So you can try that. Oh, that's what I'd suggest. And close all these windows. And Rompler seems kind of like this other one called Maze. And people were having problems with it. Since that it is hard to use, however, right now, for like compared to the pricing of this thing, like you don't get any custom UI or anything, but you get, or training to potential 90K potential customers. I don't know what's going on there, but like 1,600, 1,700 US dollars, that's ridiculous compared to SynthEdit. I think SynthEdit is only like 150. Oops. And it uses sound fonts or sound. Can SynthEdit load? I don't know what that is. Some of these things you're typing are turning blue on my chat screen and I can't read them because the background of my chat screen is black. No, I don't want video producer. Let's go to channel. Pause that so I'm not overloading my system. Knobs? No, it can't load knobs. Before you said something else. I don't know. But no, it can't load .knob files. What Knobman does is it'll export the knobs that you create in a usable format, a usable PNG format for FR SynthEdit. So it makes compliant files for SynthEdit Knobman. It was kind of, I wouldn't say made for SynthEdit, but pretty much. And Knob Studio can open knob files. Yeah. But I gotta get back to mixing. That's kind of a little tangent, the SynthEdit sort of tangent. And if you're doing like techno, then synth is more the way to go than samples. I mean, samples are cool or whatever, but that's mostly for like instruments, recordings. Whereas synths, I don't have any way to have Polysaw. Synths look more like this, like you have your actual generated instruments and stuff, opposed to pre-recorded samples. So that's capped. This is started. Just need that crash or that symbol now. I can figure out where it is. I know there's one in there. There it is. Why is there two? Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's an instrument. So there's no symbol? Isn't this a symbol? Oh yeah, because there's two bass drums, that's why. Okay, so that's done then. Just gonna double check that. It does sound like something is missing though, the snare. Snares here. Then we'll pull these. Snare has to go to channel 2, more likely than not. And all the hi-hats likely go to 3. Let's double check that. 7. Why is it okay? That's the secondary bass drum. 2 and 3, yeah. 2 and 3. 3, 3, 3, okay. Here's my snare. Turn me up on my left headphone. There it is. Do you like using crazy plugins? I don't even know what you define as crazy. Like some of the concepts I have are kind of crazy. As far as things like that weirdo vendor who releases like, I don't even know what it's called. It's little weird VSTs. But as far as like expensive plugins, like some of my plugins are like $300. Most UK unusual. 10 weirdest plugins. So where's this guy? Is he around here somewhere? No, he's not in here. Oops. So this guy? No, Fromage, Dalai Lama. These are like old. Classic. Here, this guy. Beat Smack by Freak Show Industries. This guy kind of makes some weird stuff. And most of it's for free too. Like Dink Schmacker. Like I don't know what's going on in them, that's why I don't use them. But yeah. Weirdness. Yeah, well, I mean, some of them have machine learning. Ozone. They come with lots of really interesting stuff. I wouldn't say interesting, but if we look at Ozone's price tag just by itself, I'm pretty sure it's like $300. I'm using 9 right now, so I do have to upgrade, but I'm trying to get the bang out of the buck. There's not a whole lot. I have $499 US dollars. So that's like $700 Canadian. And yeah, so here's Ozone 9, of course, like 10 just came out. And it allows for like, it's advanced stuff, like super advanced stuff. Right now I'm just using it as a cap because I'm remixing old beats. And I don't want to change like the flavor they had. So this is what you get for like $900. I'll show you. We'll go Master Assistant, Intensity High, C, and we'll push play. And then we'll let it do its thing. And it does everything on its own. So it's just loading, it's like analyzing the beat itself. And then it'll give you like a starting point. However, some of the things I like to do to, it's not really a fair example. I'll give you a fair example by switching to my headphones so that the stream can hear exactly what I'm hearing. So this is before Ozone's Mac Daddy action happened. Yeah, it's running. And then this is after. And then we'll do a little bit of fixing it up. Not a lot going on, but I'll drive it and you'll be able to tell. And we'll go this one. And then we'll drive it. So I want -10. It's too loud already. So the beat's already too loud. Like it's not even doing anything. I can drive it. I'm so bad at mixing. Yeah, well, that's the thing about this stuff is you pay for, you know, the big price tag and it does all the work for you. So we'll drive it here. And that's like ridiculous. Like negative -5. Yeah, I don't go more than -10, but I'm not using it like that. So, and then there's the ones like called Nectar or Neutron and Neutron. And again, it's the same thing as ozone. It kind of does all the work for you, except it's for individual bands. So like, you stick it on your drums or your guitar or whatever, and it'll automatically pick it apart, sort of thing. So I'm gonna reset my master here. I didn't really do anything to it. And it's just loading some errors because these are super no plugins and a super old version of FL. And I want my guitar somewhere. I'll just go bass. It's bass there. I want guitar though. It's this one. Let's just see where it's going. 5. And we'll go. I don't even have it selected. I gotta turn it on. We'll try loading 3 Neutron. Replace Neutron 3. Mix assistant, track enhanced. We'll go guitar, clean guitar, up front high. And it'll just automatically do its thing. No, it's not a guitar though, anymore. I don't like its exciter too much, so we'll turn that off. Then there's a sculptor. It kind of changes the instrument and to what it's supposed to sound like, kind of thing. And does its own equalizers and compressors. Of course, an exciter, which sounds like crap, kind of. So yeah, that's the Isotope line of tools that are like $300 each. I wonder how this would make my tracks. And well, like I said, it changes the flavor. So you kind of only get one flavor. Well, you get like maybe 6 flavors if we look at it, like, because there's different ways of doing it. Specifically with the sculptor. And then we can go guitar and we'll go clean guitar. And then we got like, you know, 100% or 0%, 50%. 50% tone, 50% negative tone, and then speed 100 or 0 or 50, you know, so there's variations, but it's still like kind of the same sound. Plus you can like drag and only target specific areas of the guitar. So say you just want like the high end, leave the bass alone. Oops. These are like super advanced tools. I recommend starting maybe with some of the free stuff. So I don't know if you know of Analog Obsession. I'll hit you up with a link to Analog. That's here, gotta go back to my channel. And everything's free. They just have membership stuff. Pause that. Overload my system. So the different kinds of stuff that are in here are planning to release a NOS bundle, but we are facing disaster here. There was a big earthquake in Turkey and I'm still going on. Sometimes I'm not in the earthquake home zone and I'm safe, but I have to delay my NOS bundle update today. Thank you for understanding. Wow, Poor bugger. 2 days ago, getting rocked by an earthquake. So yeah, some of it's just like compressors. You got some EQs. Some of this stuff is like, I wouldn't say advanced, but it's just kind of one-trick ponies. So one of my favorites from him is the Neve channel strip, and it's got nice distortion and stuff. It's all free. It even works in Pro Tools. Apparently he's working on getting all these things in Pro Tools. It's a nice starting point to get a feel for EQs and stuff, so you can just poke around. This one's interesting. It's kind of a mix of different ones. I'm just trying to find my favorite here, which is there's more. But wait, there's more. It ever feels like loading. Here it is, channel EV. So it's got a lot going on here. We got a mic preamp, we got a de-esser, which helps with synths. It keeps your synths from being too noisy. And got an equalizer, really simple stuff, compressor, a limiter, a driver. So it's not all in one package. Like you only get really limited EQs, but it's a nice starting point. You could fiddle around and boost and cut things here and there just to get a feel for things. And here's the price tag for Neutron. Let's see how much that is. $200. That's for regular. Elements is probably only like maybe $75, $30. That's not bad. And I usually go to Plug-in Boutique. And you can get those sites like Ozone. Sometimes they're on sale here. You could just get the whole package like I did. Advanced, like $250, or that's education. Advanced, still $500, but it comes down in price, like 75% off. Sometimes that happens to the big price take stuff too, so you have 50% off standard. So I probably got mine for maybe $500. I did put a lot of money into it, but it's something I really wanted from once I started. Something I heard about, and I was like, oh, gotta get it. So yeah, I'm back to the start here. I got my samples. Did I save? I'm gonna save. Get these samples dumped. Actually, I gotta pull these out first because they're good, right? And I don't have an output. And I still don't know because it's not doing anything. Okay, so those are ready. I'm gonna pull these out because these are samplers for drums. Back in the day, I didn't really know the difference, or I didn't much care to. And then I got this. What is this? Understrap MIDI. Okay, so save. And hopefully it'll pack the samples in properly this time. Doesn't look like it did anything. Workflow, project data. Deep inside the machine. Okay, so did you pack anything this time? Yeah, just the samples though. Are you full-time music and art? Well, right now I am. And I don't really do art. I mean, I can. I sometimes use the tools. So this was what I was doing today just for my, oh, that was loud. For my YouTube clips. Go workflow. But I haven't really like considered anything. There's another like companion to Knobman called Skinman, and it's for the backgrounds. It's got like a creepy name, but it works. So this is Skinman, pretty much the same thing as Knobman, but it's just for like background graphics, and that's what I've used to create the thumbnails for my YouTube. So that's about as far as my art goes right now. I got a bunch of little clips of the different plugins in the background here. I'm not even sure which ones since I highlighted on. Then there's no size limitations. So in Knobman, you're limited to 512 by 512, whereas in here, I'm not sure how hard you could push it, but I mean, I imagine you could push it quite a bit bigger. It's just a simpler way of throwing things together, I find, than using something like GIMP. Because I used to do my thumbnails in GIMP and it just takes longer. Like there's no highlighted or border, text with borders. Whereas here there is, and I just have to type it in. So say I'm on like, video 14 or 400, 140 or 140,000. I just type it in. Whereas with GIMP, it didn't let me do that. I had to like bake things down and it took longer and just wasn't as fast. Whereas this is nice and quick. And of course there's AI art. So, I wouldn't even know how to demonstrate that. I'm sure you've seen some of it. So I'm not even gonna get into that. That's a whole nother, supposed to be mixing here. Okay, I gotta get this guy out. Not sure why it's not saving with the file. I can try turn total recall on, but I don't think that's gonna do anything. So let's give that a shot. We'll save as, yes. Okay, it looks like it did, which is good, because I don't want to hunt down this file again. It's going to take a few minutes to start stash everything in one zip file. Of course, the zip file is going to be kind of big. That's fine. It's better than 50 versions. All super big. How am I doing for time here? 36 minutes. 36 minutes of tangent and scouring. Ooh. Now loading, now packing. Okay, done. Done? Are we done? Okay, we're done. I should actually verify that. Workflow, project data, music production, albums data, Primo beats, instrumental 7, FLP. I didn't pack anything. It just sat there pretending it was packing things and didn't pack anything. But why? Maybe it packed it into the FLP? Yeah, it did. There it is. Bugger, 50 megs. How big is it? 19 on the outside? That's deadly. That's small. Do I want it like that? I don't know why it isn't saving. Looks like we got 2 files here. Whatever, I'm not gonna sweat it. So on the bass drums, broken bass drum here, which no longer exists. I could probably just clear that off. So we'll go open and default. It's gone. Okay. This is good. I think ozone's back to normal. Is your main goal just to mix tonight? Yeah, that's just me chilling. It's a pretty chill mix. I don't even have bumpers. Like usually I throw bumpers. It's like one would be like this, I think. I'm not even sure which one that is. So that's my FL Studio bumper, but not tonight. Super chill. So yeah, ozone is running good. Then I got all this weirdness happening here. Just cranked, just cut. That's normal. That's garbage. Garbage everywhere here. So let's pull some of this crap off. And clean up my drum a bit. I want to keep that one because that's my band pass or my low pass, which gives the drum kind of a muffled sound. But I want to flatten that out, and I got to figure out what my key is. My key and my root. Looks like C. I'm looking for. Okay, so it is in fact C. minor. I don't even know what that is. C, D sharp, F, G. Chord, major. No, it's not that. Minor, which is Aeolian. Okay, so it looks like that. Looks like C minor. So I'm going to add that into the notes. And then we got to check where our drum is, our bass drum here. So I'm going to head over to insert one, replace the decibel meter with span plus. I'm going to kick it on to a high definition. It's like G sharp. So I want to come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down to 32, that's another low kicker. But the bass drum is kind of high, or the bass guitar is kind of high. So the bass drum can carry that low end. And could probably come up a little bit. And I don't have any EQs for the bass drum, I don't think, as far as C goes. So I'm gonna have to make them as usual. Also, I probably want to bring this up. I'm gonna have to open FL Studio 21 to get some numbers. And the new EQ, PEQ2 rather, in FL Studio 21 or 20 has the key function, and then I can just go C. I'm gonna print screen that, hop into Paint, chop that down. And hang that out in the corner. And build a new EQ. So actually I want that in the second slot here. We'll start with bass drum. Oh, I do have bass drum C. All right, then I guess I don't need to build an EQ. Okay, so that's there. Do I have a driver? So patcher, and we'll go bass drum C, attack driver, wiggle, or just driver? I don't even have a wiggle. All right, so just driver. Oof. And close all that just to get it out of the way. And we're gonna open the driver. And we're gonna open these plus, span plus, and we'll get it exported in case I need it. It's unlikely that I will. Export it to 1. And we'll drive it. Trim up. Maybe we can hear it, but it doesn't sound very good. It sounds like something's breathing. I almost want the wiggle driver, so I'm gonna go grab that. We are at where? 4182. I'm gonna copy that. Then we're gonna go to bass drum D wiggle driver, I guess. Editors, and that's the moving one. We want the static one, which is this one. I'm gonna paste that there. This is just a small movement, but makes all the difference sometimes. C attack wiggle driver. And the wiggle will allow me to move around here. See if I can find a better sound. But it'll still kind of stay in that zone. Let's try that on the big stereo while I still have the opportunity. Imagine right now. Doing anything. It's as low as I can get it, but it just sounds like a spray can. Alright, maybe no driver? Let's try with just basic EQ here. It's not even enough. A little bit of both. Ouch. It's a little bit better. It's just because there's nothing there and I'm pulling on this hi-hat sound. As good as it gets, I guess. Tighten this up a little bit. Versus the bass. I'll actually name this bass drum. I'll switch back to my regular computer speakers. And that's where you can really tell if you can hear it or not, because there's no bass in my laptop speaker, and this kind of reflects the phone. And then I got the headphones, which, you know, is the headphones. Let's put that against the bass, hi-hats. Let's give this guy a span as well. Span plus. High definition. Export this as bass. Export that to insert 4. And we'll look at some of the stuff. We're going to kill that because that's just cutting the low ends. That's cutting the high end. That's the low pass. I want that somewhere higher, I think 130. Go 150. Same with down here. We'll also get this guy a little higher. That's stupid low. 130, 160, we'll go 100. I'll open it up a little bit. Look at this bass again. Put a driver on it. Oops. And I don't know if I have a C driver. I do have a C driver. Okay, so bass C. We're gonna look here. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. And we're gonna pull on it. Or we're gonna drive it rather. Narrow it down a bit. wiggle it. I like that. It's a little loud. 30. Yeah, it's a little loud. So drop it down a bit. A bit more. Bring everything back. I'll try that on the big speakers. Not too bad, not too bad. Also, everything else that's been sampled has to come with the bass drum. So what are we looking at here? 700. So everything has to be pitched down 700. It does sound like there's a hi-hat in there, and then of course there's the hi-hats. We set that, we want Pro Transient down 700. Normalize that. And again, everybody else, too bad I couldn't just copy paste, but this is FL Studio 10, so that's not a thing. Now all the hats are gonna sound like, I don't know, like shovels banging together probably. And I forgot to turn on Pro Transient. Pro Transient, Pro Transient. It just keeps the attack nice and good, a nice snap at the beginning. Whereas if I just pitch bent it, it'd probably sound all schmeary. All schmeary. Let's give that a listen. Yeah, they sound like shakers now. They probably were shakers in the first place, but really big fucking shakers. Let's look at this snare here. High definition mode, and we'll call that SD on its way out. That's just one big ka-chunk. It looks like there's something notching it at the top there. There's nothing going on there. Pull all that. There's still that notch there. Weird. Oh, excuse me. It's got like a super low body. Okay, let's see what we got for EQs for it. Do I have an SD? No, I don't have an SDC. So I'm gonna have to make an SDC. Or do I? What is C minor? And what's on C minor? We'll go chords. Alien, C. And what do I have that in comparison to my selection of snare drums here? I got D, D sharp, and E. D, D sharp, and E. E is impossible. D sharp would be a minor. So we'll try a D sharp. It's probably not going to sound that great. Crank this low end. Let's look at the snare. And we'll bring in some body. And the high end. I like it. It's okay. Tighten it up a bit, especially on the bottom. We'll pull some of this stuff down just to get out of the way of everything else here. Not by much, just tidy it up a bit. A little bit more. There we go. And that bottom just comes right out now. Let's put some of this harmonic stuff back. Kind of liked it better before. Yeah. Alright. So now let's look at that in contrast to everything else. And this needs to be span plus. That hi-hat is kind of out of control though. A bunch of weirdness. Okay. Let's bring that down. We'll actually go throw in an EQ first. Again, I'm not sure what EQ I have for hi-hats. I have E, which doesn't work. So I gotta rebuild E into, what was it, D sharp? Make a D sharp hi-hat. Okay, so D sharp is key D sharp. Print screen, drop that in here. Cut that out. Stick that in the corner. We'll build a D sharp EQ here. Okay, so it looks like my cheat sheet says hi-hats or cymbals. Clang at 200 hertz, presence at 3K, shimmer 7.5 to 12. So my bottom here is clang at 200. Okay. So the lowest one I want there is around 155.6 or 156. And then the next one after that is 311. 311 what? 0.1. So we're gonna jump in the calculator. And pull this up back to calculator, 311.1 divided by 2, divided by 2, add 155.6, we get 233, 375, but 233 is fine. And for the high end, my mic even working here? Mic check. Mic check. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so for the high end, what is it? Presence at 3K. So what's this? What even is that? Isn't this hi-hat, right? Why is that there? 3K is up here. Is it just harmonics all the way up? But why though? Didn't I pick hi-hat, right? Let's see, hi-hat E? Yeah, that's right. Well then, harmonics all the way up then. Let's get rid of that. And we'll plug in some harmonics here. What's first? A K. So the closest I got the K is 1244.5, so 1245, oops. Didn't want to do that. So 155.6. And all the way up, 1244.5, so 1245. 1246, whatever. 2489. $4,978. And 9956. Okay, so now I can save that as a D sharp, right? D sharp? Yeah, D sharp. So hi-hat symbol, D sharp. I also need a BRB, so I'm gonna throw up the BRB bumper and I will be back. Like that and like that. Mic check. All right, back in, looking at hi-hats. All right, I don't have a span for that yet. No, I do not. Bring a span for that. I'll go hi-hat. Turn that up to high def. That doesn't need a low end. Where's the snare sitting here? Let's try a couple different spots here. Try this one. Nice and bright. Try this one. Kind of like scratchy bottom end. I kind of like that. So we'll bring in a little bit of that and we'll push this top one. We'll tighten the top up. Bring down a bit. Actually cut the scratchiness out a bit. Tighten that up. And bring a bit more of it back in. I feel like I really need the headphones for that, so I'm gonna do that. Hurt my ears. It looks like there's like little chunks past 15K here. Just don't really need to be there. So I'm gonna cut those out. That snare sounds like crap. I'll drop it at say 15. And hopefully that gets rid of it a little bit. $13-ish. And that's gone. And we'll just copy that onto the hi-hats. Close everything because it's getting a little much. Well, fix up this snare. Sounds, I don't know. I just don't like the way it's sounding. So my EQ is probably just... it's killing all this snap. So let's redo that. Snare drum, D sharp. Bring that body back. Sounds better. Can't really stick all that stuff in the middle. That's actually the inharmonic too. Let's bounce this up real high. Which is not a good idea, as it won't play into the bass or the beat or anything properly. Let's actually drop everything. Put this down. Just to get some level to still sounds like crap. Yeah, I like that more. And this is just annoyingly noisy, so that's gonna come right down. How's that playing into everything? Actually a quite loud snare. With my microphone. Microphone's okay. Switching back to laptop speaker. Okay, so what's all this noise now? A bunch of awful EQs. Call this guitar. What is this? Space. This is hi-hat. I'm gonna separate that synth out. Oops. Synth. Doesn't look like any of these other instruments are actually doing anything. They're probably something I did consider using, but never actually did use. So I'll just pull them out. I'll just leave them in for now. Oof. What kind of harmonics are coming out of here? Synth. This is dominating the bass range. Remember that? 6. Wow. That's just like pure bass. Not even really sure what I want to do about that. Obviously want to balance it. Let's go with EQ. EQ, hold the analyze button down, and we'll get some balance back in there. Or is that like my secondary bass? I think it might be a secondary bass. So there's no real fixing that. I'll probably just grab the driver from the original bass and throw that on there. They are competing with each other though, so I will be using the wiggle. And we'll put the driver kind of first. And we'll put these two against each other. So import bass and synth. Zoom in more towards the interaction between the two here. Tighten the width a bit. Drop everything else. Quite a bit more. A little bit tighter. Not too tight. Alright, how does that look? Everything else. Let's see how that feels. However, I want to turn everything else down. So let's drop everything so we can get some more pull out of the bass drum. And drop everything by 6 as usual. Down to 12. Bass can stay, guitar can come down. 4, and the synth guy. We'll drop it for now, but it might have to come back up. And then we'll get a feel for that. So close everything. Big speakers. I want this back up, like I said. Again, what are we looking at for loudness here? Oops, not what I wanted. No, way down there. Crank the shit out of that. blending together nice now. So good start. What are we at? We are at an insanely high number. So let's drop that down a little bit. Probably only gonna get like one more stereo crank out of tonight. What did I want to do? I wanted to drop everything again by 6. So we're going -4 here. Hi-hats. 18. Bass, we will bring the bass down this time, so -12. Just to give some more breath or some more breathing room for the -2. For the bass drum, my focus here is to bring the bass drum forward as much as possible. So 1. And we'll give that another run on the speaker again. But I know it's there. Yeah, I can feel it. Definitely. Looking at the loudness. I'm going to drop that a little bit. Last run. like where that's sitting. My speakers are kind of chewing it up a bit just because of their Bluetooth. They're running Bluetooth right now, so I'm gonna jump on the headphones. I'll go once around the headphones. I'm actually gonna turn on my Morphit as well. Morphit. Demo. Aerodynamic. 990. Limiter off and go. So it might sound a little funny on the stream, but that's fine. I always want these louder, but they just never do. I can really feel it throbbing, eh? And everything still sounds clear. But it's really just fucking throbbing hard. Pumping. It's not pumping though. It's not breathing. It's just like, oh. Feels like it's like right here in the body. In the low end here. Just fucking kicking ass. Everything else can just take a back seat to that, because I just like that the most. It's what it's supposed to be. It's just so gnarly. Oof, it's also over. Still over. My LRA is just dead. I mean, there's some dynamics in there, really. Round again. Why is it so low now? Okay, we're slowly climbing. At least my LRA is kind of consistent too. We're dipping closer and closer to something that's just the wall of sound. This is really the defining moment for those numbers. Not bad, not bad. I'll give it up like a 1.5 pull. It has to have it. I gotta push it, just cause. And I'm gonna call it there. I'm not even gonna check the numbers because I know it's gonna go over, and then I'll be like, no, and then yeah. Let's pull this Morphit, and we'll do a save. I'm not sure if Zane is still here. You still here, Zane? If not, I'm just gonna close out the stream. After waiting for it to finish loading, saving. Not a spectacular part of the stream, so no response really. I gotta give it a bit of time. I always like have to do all my errands during the day, and then I don't hit the lab till like 5 and don't get up set up to like 6 or 7, and then I lose all my big stereo time. I mean, I could go to 11, but I don't want to piss off my neighbors, right? Anyway, that's saved. Looks like Zane is not in the building, so I'm gonna close this up. That's saved. Do an export. Of course, Ozone has its own dither. Just want to make sure that's turned on. It is, and it's all set right. So I'm just going to export that then. And this goes into export data. Save, B3, 256, and go. So with that, I'm going to end this stream here, and until next time, I might be back. I guess I can jump back in. We'll see how I feel. If not, then meh. Yeah. Until next time. Thanks for watching.